Well, hi, everybody. I just wanted to walk through something really, really quickly. For those of you guys that are leaving the district for one way or the other, either by retirement or moving on to another district, there is a great way to get all of your Google information that you've accumulated over the years off of a school-based Google account, which may be shut down at a sooner than later time, onto a personal account. So it's really easy. So as long as you can see up here, I'm signed into my Google account right here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to Google, and the service is called Google Takeout. Now, Google Takeout will be a link where you can sign in. And as you see here, what you can do is it'll actually give you a way to download all of your data. You can download every basically thing that you've ever every one of your little footsteps and breadcrumbs that you've left through the Google services. Contacts, data shared, obviously your Google Drive files, anything that you made in Classroom, Google Photos, anything that you have that you've done, any sort of chats that you've had, Hangouts, any Google Maps, things like that. Obviously, most people I think are going to be looking for mostly their Google Drive files. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to deselect them all, go right back to Google Drive and click on that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Advanced Settings. If you want to, you can actually add this to where if there's different versions of it, things like that, if you want to break it down into files and folders. So I'm just going to leave this clicked. You can actually select if you want all of your data, certain folders from it. It's pretty good. And what it's going to do is it's going to download everything kind of the best way it can. So PDFs are going to stay as PDFs, and Google Doc files are going to get converted into Microsoft Word files. So once I have that selected, and you can see I have one up here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down all the way to the bottom, click Next Step. And if you want to do it right now, you can actually just hit Export once. You can download it as a zip file, which can be extracted by a Chromebook or Windows or Mac or something like that, or a TGZ file, which needs a special piece of software to kind of download it. You can keep it as 2 gigs, 4 gigs, 10 gigs, depending on how big. If you leave it at 2 gigs and it's larger than that, what it'll do is it'll actually break it down into multiple files. So once you do that and you hit Create Export, what it's going to do is it's going to, you can see actually it does take a long time to complete this. The larger your drive is, the longer it's going to take. And what happens is that you're going to get an email when this is done. What that email does is just going to give you a download link where you would download it, and then you can take those files and kind of upload them to a personal drive or a USB thumb drive, something like that. So I hope that helps in able to get all of your work that you've done over the last couple of years off of your school-based Google account, and you can then do with it as you wish. So, and congratulations to all of you guys that are moving on to a new endeavor. Thanks.